Welcome back, everybody. All right, we are going to, well, first of all, my animals are going to be all over the place, my cat and my dog. So then we're going to talk about what sold over the last 10 days. All right, it has finally picked up. eBay has finally, I don't know if they've switched their algorithms or what is happening, but everything has started to kind of go in the right direction. Praise the Lord. So we're just going to jump right into it. These sales are from April 6th through April 16th. So it's within a 10-day period. Okay, so we're just going to dive right on in. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, so first things first, we have a vintage lunchbox. This is an aluminum lunchbox. Picked it up for $3. It sold for $23.76. Now, this Star Wars little action figure was like an inch, like half an inch. So it was teeny tiny. Picked it up for about 10 cents. It sold for $5.91. Everything that I'm going to cover in this video are just going to be items that I thought were worth mentioning. Not all of the sales that we did between that time, but the ones that I thought were worth mentioning. Okay, so, and then of course the totals at the end will only be the ones that are in this video. I'm not adding to them. Okay. Then we have this Pyrex pie pan and the little carrying case. Picked it up for $3 at a yard sale, sold it for 20 bucks. Now, this little enamel bug, all right, it had like a little music box underneath it. Super adorable. Picked it up for about 75 cents and it sold for $15. Then we have this 2001 Harry Potter 3D game. Picked it up for $4 and it sold almost immediately for $39.09. This Star Trek plaque, picked it up for $7 and it sold for $39. Again, this one sold fairly quickly. Oh, sorry, $39.06, sold fairly quickly. These type items, especially the Star Trek, seem to go really, really well. Then we have this vintage lightning jar. It is a fruit jar. Picked it up for free and it sold for $1.50. Then we have, and of course that was an offer that we accepted. Then we have the Starbucks mug. Picked this mug up for about 69 cents at the local Goodwill and it sold for $11.01. This pewter Scotty dog, picked this little dog up for $1 and it sold for 12 bucks. Sometimes it's worth going through the littles that you see at an estate or a yard sale. Most people that are going to yard sales are looking at the bigger items. They're really not going to dig through the little piles, and sometimes those little piles are where you'll find some really interesting items. Now, we have this Easton Pictures Mint. Picked it up for $5 and it sold for $54.95. Then we have this 1963 comic book. It is a Metal Man comic book. Picked it up for free. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to watch that video. And it sold for $60. You guys remember that fishing lures video that I made? Well, this is going to be a part of that. And I'll also have that video linked below as well. So this was a fishing lure lot 15. Picked it up for $10 and it sold for $452.77. Then we have this Ernest and Julio wine box. Picked this wine box up for $7 and it sold for $33.96. This is the little attic. It's called a Fertile Myrtle doll. Picked it up for $3 and it sold for $23. Then we have this AM belt buckle. It's called 61 Country. It was a brass buckle. Picked it up for $2 and it sold for $16.96. Now, this vintage Spica radio, picked it up for free and it sold for $25.46. Telling you, you need to be paying attention to what people put out after they have a garage sale. Stuff that doesn't sell, stuff that they just don't want during an estate sale. You can find treasures, people, treasures. So be on the lookout. Then we have this 2003, I don't know where I'm getting that from, but 2003, and it is called a Schleich Farmer. It has a little stamp on the bottom of it. Anything Schleich that are the little plastic toys, pick those up. They're collector's items. This one picked it up for about $1 and it sold for $18. Then we have this Nobel socks. It is the equestrian. They do all kinds of socks, all kinds of animals. This happens to be the horse. Picked it up for $3 and it sold for $16.99. Then we have these Nike Zooms. These Zooms are blue. I picked them up for about $7.99 and they sold for $20.46. Now this antique Demilume tables, there was 2 of them. Picked these up at an estate sale for $40 and they sold for $900. Now this airplane brandy glasses, it's a set. They have little airplanes on them. They were silver and very heavy. Picked these up for $3 and they sold for 20 bucks. Then we have the Undandy men's shoes. These Undandies, picked them up for $12 and they sold immediately for $110.99. Then we have this Mayan plaque. Picked this Mayan plaque up for $3 and it sold for 16 bucks. Then we have this Wiz Khalifa t-shirt, picked up for $269, and it sold for $20. Now, this was an album, a Grateful Dead album, and it was the 2 albums in one, and picked it up for $2.99, and it sold for $33.96. Now, the very last one is going to be this creepy doll, y'all. So this creepy doll is from 1950. It's a Fairyland Toy Company doll. Picked this doll up for about 25 cents. She was very creepy. Her hair was all chopped off. She had been stuck in the mud. She had mud all over her. Her face was completely caked in dirt. And like I said, paid 25 cents for her and she sold for $76. That was an auction that we did. The 2 auctions that we did of all these, most of my from my eBay store are going to be buy it now. These 2 were the 2 that we did auctions, which of course is the lures and this creepy doll. All right, guys, so that is going to be it for my video for today. I'm going to go over with you what was spent as opposed to what sold, and here are those numbers. So $122.47 was spent and $2,215.33 is what sold. All right, so you know what to do. Subscribe. Bye.